I've made over 20 videos related to the Mortal Kombat universe, and throughout those videos, many viewers have commented what they would like to see and would not like to see in an upcoming Mortal Kombat 11 DLC pack. So I decided to compile a list of the most wanted characters fans of MK and MK11 want to see in the next Kombat Pack DLC. Before that, guys, hit that like button because liking these videos lets them know that you love them. Make sure to hit the notification bell so we see videos just like this one. Let's get to the list. So before I actually get to the list, I just want to say that the way I actually compiled this list was I went through all the comments in my videos and actually tallied up each individual character and compiled a list. It was kind of crazy to see how some characters you would think are the ones that fans would want most actually were outranked by other characters. Now I know this is not speaking for the whole MK fan community, so by all means, let in the comments below what you think about my list and let me know what characters that you want to see in an upcoming DLC pack. Let's get to the list. Starting off the list at number 10 is Nitara. Making her debut in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Nitara is a vampire who, according to her wiki, searches for a mysterious orb that bound her realm to Outworld. With the aid of Cyrax, she is able to obtain the orb from Onaga's incubation chamber and is able to return to her home realm. She makes appearances in Mortal Kombat Deception and Mortal Kombat Armageddon, but the last time we saw or heard about Nitara was in the Mortal Kombat X comic series, where she was mentioned by Quan Chi, who gave Havoc her blood magic in exchange for retrieving Shinnok's amulet. And we also saw in the latest WB animated Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge, where she can be seen as a bystander watching early matches of the MK tournament. She is also set to appear in the upcoming Mortal Kombat movie reboot, and given Shang Tsung's ending that hints at the Chaos Realm, we could possibly see her in a future DLC for Mortal Kombat 11. At number 9, we have Sareena. Sareena made her debut in Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, and first became playable in Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition. According to her wiki, she is a demon who is from the Netherrealm and was an assassin for Quan Chi, but later turned against him. In the past, she required Quan Chi's magic to sustain her human form, but since recently escaping the Netherrealm, she has managed to find a way to remain beautiful without him. She is now a force of good with an alliance of Sub-Zero and the new Lin Kuei. However, she remains very weary of her natural demonic nature. She has appeared in most of the recent MK video games, but the last time we see her is as a cameo in Cabal's MK11 Tower ending, where we find out that he is married to Sareena and even has kids with her too. Given this cameo, we obviously have to have her show up as a DLC character in MK11. Next on the list is a fan favorite, Cyrax. In Mortal Kombat 11, Cyrax is a non-playable character who was brought to the present timeline by the Keeper of Time Chronica as part of her plan to restart time, taking part in Sektor's plot to capture Sub-Zero's Lin Kuei warriors and convert them to cyborgs to bolster her ranks. After Sub-Zero and Hanzo Hasashi infiltrated the Cyber Lin Kuei factory to shut them down, Cyrax attempted to stop them, only to be defeated and have his slave protocol disabled. Upon regaining his humanity, he was horrified to discover what Sektor had done to him and chose to sacrifice himself to shut down the factory, though Sub-Zero pledged to restore him. Can't have Cyrax without Sektor, and he is number 7 on the list. In Mortal Kombat 11, Sektor is of course a non-playable character, and his Cyber Lin Kuei army are revived by the Keeper of Time Chronica and brought into her ranks. They are joined by Sub-Zero's former apprentice Frost, who became Sektor's trusted second-in-command and later successor after undergoing the cyberization process. He, Cyrax, and Frost, backed by Noob Saibot, kidnapped all of Sub-Zero's Lin Kuei warriors and forcibly converted them into cyborgs. After learning of what they had done, Sub-Zero and Hanzo Hasashi arrived at the Cyber Lin Kuei's factory to shut it down. Sektor confronted them after Cyrax is freed from his control, revealing he's contributed to Hanzo becoming Scorpion, but is defeated and later deactivated when Cyrax shuts down the factory. Noob and Frost escape with Sektor's body, which Chronica's allies used to revive him in the Cyber Lin Kuei. Once they are ready, the cyborgs join the Black Dragon crime cartel in storming the Special Forces base, where Kano used a kill switch installed in Sektor's system to destroy it. When the joint Earthrealm Outworld armies launched an attack on Chronica's keep, the Cyber Lin Kuei attempted to stop them under Frost's leadership, but Raiden destroyed them. In Sub-Zero's arcade ending, he discovers Sektor was responsible for corrupting Baihan before he eventually became Noob Saibot. At number 6, we have another fan favorite, Smoke. While in Mortal Kombat 11, we did see one of Shang Tsung's variations included him turning into the classic Smoke for the duration of the Shake special move, and Smoke has recently been added to the mobile version of Mortal Kombat Mobile in Update 2.7 with the classic ninja costume. The last time we saw Smoke was as one of Quan Chi's revenants in Mortal Kombat X, and typically appears with Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Katana, and Sindel. He also appears in a faction kill fatality for the Lin Kuei, where he appears before his opponent and then enters his Smoke form, quickly passing through them and decapitating them. The camera then pans over the victim's body, eventually through the DLC character Triborg, along with the fellow Lin Kuei cyborg Sektor, Cyrax, and Cyber Sub-Zero, appears as a variation of the character, albeit in his now non-canonical cybernetic form. Paint job aside, the Triborg exoskeleton of Smoke and Cyber Sub-Zero is exactly the same and like with Sektor and Cyrax, whose helmets are unique. Number 5 on our list is Reptile. While Mortal Kombat 11 players have been able to turn Scorpion into looking like Reptile, the last time we actually saw Reptile and had him as a playable character was in Mortal Kombat X. He plays an instrumental role in Kotal Kahn taking over from Mileena for the Outworld throne after he reveals that Mileena is a genetic creation created by Shang Tsung and not Shao Kahn's biological daughter, thus making her ineligible to rule Outworld. Reptile serves as one of the Kotal's enforcers along with Aaron Black, Ermac, Tor, and is the next scene investigating dead bodies left by the treacherous Devora after she betrays Outworld by stealing Shinnok's amulet. Reptile uses his invisibility to fight Takeda, but is defeated when his comrades are incapacitated by the Earthrealm heroes. Kotal declares war on Earthrealm as a result, and during the invasion and battle, Reptile temporarily blinds Takeda by spitting acid in his face before he is defeated by Jackie Briggs. She may be the most talked about character amongst MK fans, but for this list she only made it to number 4, and that's Mileena, who returned as a playable character in Mortal Kombat X. Though she became Empress of Outworld after Shao Kahn's death, Mileena is overthrown by Kotal Kahn after Reptile reveals her origins, with her followers either killed or siding with Kotal Kahn. Refusing to accept defeat, Mileena resolves to reclaim the throne with the power of possessing Shinnok's amulet. Allying herself with Rain, Tanya, and Kano, Mileena launches an unsuccessful surprise attack on Kotal Kahn in Outworld and is captured. She uses the amulet to protect herself from execution, but is overcome by its power before being rescued and taken away by Rain. She is later tracked down by Cassie Cage, who worked with Devora in apprehending Mileena again and recovering the amulet. Mileena fights Devora but is defeated, and she is brought to Kotal Kahn. He orders Mileena to be executed by Devora, who subjects her to flesh-eating parasites through mouth-to-mouth transmission. Mileena is not in Mortal Kombat 11, but she is mentioned many times in the story mode and several character fight iterations. Due to popular demand by fans, Ed Boon has added Mileena to Kitana's friendship. Most recently, Ed Boon tweeted, "You know what's dumb? And not having Mileena in Mortal Kombat 11. There, I've saved you the time to respond to that." This is more than likely just a joke at all of Mileena stands in the MK fanbase, but could it also mean that Mileena could be in Mortal Kombat 11? One of the characters I would be excited to see from Mortal Kombat 11 is Havoc at number 3. Originally from the Mortal Kombat Deception video game, the last we see of or hear from Havoc is in the Mortal Kombat X prequel comic, where he aligns with Reiko in his attempt to take over Outworld. Havoc is the mastermind behind the cursed Kamidagu Dagger's curses that brainwash multiple characters and put them under his deadly power throughout the story arc, and he additionally uses Reiko as a vessel in which to store Shinnok's amulet, whose revelation is caused by Havoc manipulating Reiko into killing himself, which he plans to use to descend all the realms into chaos. His plan is foiled by Scorpion, who rips his head off, breaking the curse in the process, and presents his severed head to Draman and Moloch, then killed by Quan Chi by stomping Havoc's head in the Netherrealm. It was revealed that Havoc had a deal with Quan Chi in search for the amulet, but Havoc had his own plan to use it for his full-scale chaos. The number 2 pick on the list is Ermac. While players can find Ermac in the crypt, the last time we actually saw him was in Mortal Kombat X, in which he remains loyal to Shao Kahn's successors to the Outworld throne. First Mileena, then Kotal Kahn as they fight for the realm's rule in the midst of a civil war. He ultimately sides with Kotal Kahn upon the revelation that Mileena is not the true heir to the throne, as she is a genetic creation and not Shao Kahn's biological daughter. Ermac joins forces with Kotal Kahn, Reptile, Aaron Black, and Tor, and during a battle between the Outworlders and Cassie Cage's Special Forces unit, he is immune to Kenshi's son Takeda's telepathy due to the souls inside his body, but he is then beaten by Takeda. Near the conclusion, Jax's daughter Jackie Briggs exacts revenge on Ermac for destroying her father's arms when she defeats him in combat. In his ending, Ermac returns to Shao Kahn's abandoned fortress in search of a voice summoning him when his souls are suddenly consumed by a resurrected Shang Tsung, leaving Ermac in a weakened state. He additionally appears in the closing panel of Kotal Kahn's ending as one of Kahn's chosen warriors, who will fight in the Mortal Kombat every decade in an attempt to regain Kahn's Outworld's sovereignty from Raiden. And finally, the most wanted character viewers said they wanted for the future Kombat Packs and DLC for Mortal Kombat 11 is Takeda. When we last saw Takashi Takeda, the son of Kenshi and Scorpion's apprentice in Mortal Kombat X, he, Cassie, and the others try to sneak their way to Jinsei. Takeda remarks that if the Elder Gods are destroyed from them, the universe will end. As they are sneaking around, Takeda falls and then holds onto the edge of the cliff. With her cover blown, Jackie attempts to pull him up with Cassie, and Kung Jin attempts to fight Sindel and Katana. Takeda is pulled up and aids Cassie along with Jackie to fight Katana. However, both he and Jackie are wounded by one of Katana's fans. As the other Revenants approach, Takeda and Jackie offer to buy Cassie and Kung Jin enough time to stop Shinnok while holding off the dead Revenants. Despite their injuries, the duo are still able to hold their own against the Revenants. After Shinnok's defeat, Takeda and Jackie are seen sitting down after the fight. Jackie suggests a poolside date with umbrella drinks instead of a walk, to which Takeda happily complies with. He is then last seen holding Jackie's hand while he sits beside her smiling. So that's my list of the most wanted characters for a future DLC in Mortal Kombat 11. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you want more videos like this one, hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys next time on the Mashup.